From FlightSimCon 2015 and AirDailyX.net, I am here with Monty from Saitek. Great thing about Saitek, I remember my very first simulator, brought my first computer home, and the first thing I needed to get was some sort of interface device to fly my airplanes. And the great thing that I've always loved about Saitek is I could literally walk into any store, grab a joystick and run. And the first thing I did was I just went to my local Radio Shack, said, hey, is there any way you guys have any joysticks? They go down the back, bottom shelf, and boom, just boxes of Saitek joysticks. We're talking 2002. Got it home, plugged it up, and the rest of my world just kind of went on from there. Yeah. So just tell us a little bit about what you guys are doing here at FlightSimCon, some of the things you're showing off in your position with Saitek.
Okay, so my name is Monty. I'm the marketing manager at Mad Catz in charge of Saitek. Today, this is our first FlightSimCon that we've attended. And so we really wanted to come out, meet the community. We didn't really need product to sell. We'll probably bring some next time, maybe some joysticks.
Oh, yeah.
But we wanted to show some of the stuff that we've brought out lately, starting with the flight simulator cockpit. You'll notice we have all the panels in here that Saitek has made. We have a yoke, we've got the quadrant, we've got a trim wheel, and then we got individual instrument panels. We've got a radio panel, switch panel, and autopilot. We also make the entire cockpit with the flare shield and a monitor stand, and it also comes with 3 USB powered hubs. Therefore, you're never short on power. This is an all-inclusive solution for people who want. We basically are marketing this for education purposes, STEM education in schools, and also flight sim enthusiasts like everyone here. and soon we'll be applying for FA certification.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
We'll be using X-Plane for that. Okay. All of our equipment works with FSX Steam Edition, X-Plane, and Prepared. To get FAA approval, we'll have to use a current simulator such as X-Plane. So that's what we're going to do. Once we do that, you're going to be able to actually log hours towards your private pilot license.
Wow.
Yeah, that'll be big for us. You know, and we're going to market this worldwide. So we've got big plans for Saitek for the flight simulator community. Over here we have the X55 Rhino. Bring that up here. Have you seen this?
This is awesome. I totally got to get myself one of these.
So, you know, we make HOTASs, which are hands-on throttles and sticks, like for the more gaming, like combat and space sim community. So with this one, what we've done is we made a tension wheel out here. You can split this throttle for multi-engine. It's got rotaries everywhere, switches everywhere. You get three modes of programming, so you have 3 times as many commands as you want.
That is awesome.
Yeah, and also another great feature with this, I'm not going to do it right now, but you've probably seen the video on this. You can change the spring. This is like the stiffest spring. You can put a much shorter spring and make it a lot looser.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know, I remember my old X55 setup.
Yeah.
And the only thing that really annoyed me with it is I always felt the spring was too loose with it.
Yeah.
And I wound up tearing the whole thing apart to get the new spring in, and I unfortunately destroyed the whole thing.
Oh,
but
no.
Obviously you guys have recognized that now you allow users to put in a tighter or looser spring.
In fact, if you want, you can go to Home Depot and get a spring. You can make your own spring if you wanted to.
That is awesome.
Yeah. And this just alleviates the problem that people have had with our old HOTASs, like the X52s. People are doing crazy mods, like putting zip ties and like putting more magnets in there and just doing whatever they could to change.
So they can customize it however they want.
And now, yeah. Once again, Saitek puts out a product that people can customize.
That is absolutely amazing. You know, when you were talking about the panel here, I was thinking back to a seminar that Rob Randanzo, the CEO of PMDG, gave the other day, and he was talking about how they're creating their own simulation center, where you can go in and log your hours. And a lot of people were saying, well, that could be very expensive, and if I already have flight simulation, equipment, how come I can't just do it on my own?
Right.
And the thing is you can if you can go out and purchase that stuff.
Right.
But it's still expensive, and it almost outweighs just going out and flying in the airplane.
Right.
And what's so great about Saitek is, I mean, there's other panels and stuff that are here, and yet Saitek, you deliver it in a way that it's affordable for just about anybody to do.
That's right.
So the thought that this is, something like this could be FAA, and what is the full cost of the actual setup?
Right now, it's at $5,000 for the whole cockpit setup. That's a lot cheaper than other guys in simulators.
Right.
We have to get the certification first.
Right.
And then we'll be able to go to market with that. But as you're saying, like, people who just want to start out, they can just get the yoke. They can just get the pedals, and you don't have to use a keyboard and mouse anymore. And you're flying just like it would feel in real life. You'd be flying with a yoke. You just can't get this from a keyboard,
And the gauges and everything in there are also purchasable separately, right?
Right.
So you can have your own setup depending on the type of aircraft you fly.
Exactly. So say you got that yoke and pedals to start with, and you wanted to expand, you'd probably get like just the switch panel, maybe a trim wheel and the autopilot. Then you would probably get a radio stack, and then once you start getting these individual gauges, you know, people like they'll buy one, they'll check it out, they'll love it, they'll say, okay, I need 3, now I need 6, now I want the whole 10, and you know, that we supply them all of that, and the community makes more gauges, so there's just an endless supply of stuff.
That's absolutely incredible. And I mean, Saitek, I mean, you guys really have the flight simulation market cornered because number one, it's affordable. Number 2, you don't have to go through any crazy ordering process. You can literally go to your local Best Buy or Fry's, or if you're in Europe, I'm not sure what like the big retailers are, but just about all the major retailers have them. So it's easy. Like if we were to leave this place now and go to the nearest Best Buy, we could have half this stuff probably in about half an hour, and we're up and flying as opposed to waiting for things to come in the mail and stuff. So at least where I live, that's the case. So all the nearby stores near my house, I mean, it's easy to go in and buy it, and that's a wonderful thing. Just walking and working the room here, I don't think there's one setup anywhere in here where there's not some kind of Saitek product. They may have a different yoke from a different manufacturer, but they got the rudder pedals.
And they all have it. They all have it dialed in the way they want.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's absolutely amazing, and I appreciate all the work that you guys are doing. I'm glad that these things are affordable. Because even for me, I'm still using the Saitek. You know, it's funny. I had Redbird send me their big, expensive RD ones.
The top ones.
Yeah, the J's. And you know what? They didn't work out. They said I could have them. I actually sent them back.
Really?
And pulled right back out the Cessna Pro flights. So, I mean, that's just a great thing about Saitek. It's convenient, it's affordable, and it's great that you guys continue to keep the prices low so that no matter how young you are or how much money you do or don't have, you can always have your experience with the flight simulation. So that's terrific. Well, thank you so much, Monty.
Andre,
and good luck to you for the rest of the conference. Thanks for coming down.
No problem.